hello. How is everyone doing this fine May the 4th evening? Let me try something here. I'm gonna adjust this camera just a little bit. Here we go. Let me try that again. Just a little more. There we go. Oh. Well, that's too loose. Okay. Okay. That's gonna be too annoying. Sorry. Didn't mean to not be prepared here. Just adjusting my freaking. There we go. What day will it be at Transworld? Asked Scuba Steve. I'm gonna be at Transworld on Thursday, so 2 days from now. I'll be walking the floor, and if you're there, hello, Albert Watson. Dan on Planet Earth doing some work for Industrial Light and Magic. That's pretty amazing. I feel like it looks like I'm sitting in a hole. Let me see something. There we go. I can just adjust my chair. Of course, now my tiptoes, but it's good enough, right? It's actually surprisingly difficult to get a tripod. It's exactly. Ed Rosen asked if I've seen the Catman at Key West. I saw him. He was there, but he wasn't doing his performance. And what I heard was that he he doesn't do his performance yet. He's not started doing his performance again after the pandemic because he draws too big of a crowd. He's a victim of his own popularity. Christopher Lucas, how are you doing, buddy? The random uploader, thank you for the super chat. Says, Howl, are you dung Togat? Well, that was pretty random. Michael Riley. No, I don't update the interactive map anymore. It just got hard to keep up with. And I wasn't sure how many people were actually using it, so. Do I have any interest in coming to Madhouse Con? I'm not sure what that is. So it's hard to tell if I'm interested. I'm not really sure what happens. Christopher Lucas is working 60 plus hours a week. That's a lot of hours. It's a lot of hours to be punching a clock. Dan Planner says, I think it would be easier to update if the map was Google. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to do that. And the website I was using is kind of wonky. So, yeah, I don't know. Going back and redoing it would be quite an undertaking. Skullator and says, hey there, Jacob. Have you ever been to the Enchanted Forest in Oregon? Been there many times and I feel like it's definitely be the place be in line for your travels. Absolutely. I've only been to the Pacific Northwest once, believe it or not, and I did not. It was closed. It was closed when I went there. I was aware of it, but it was off season. I used to travel off season to places because I didn't quite get that places had seasons. But I've learned. I've learned my lessons. Lessons? Is that what I said? I've not been to the last Blockbuster, no. Ryan Nodal. I did a video in the Mel Fisher Museum in the past. It's pretty cool. It's just a lot of it is just lost treasure, and which is cool. I don't know if it just translates very well to a video when you're like, like this is a gold coin. Here's a jar. Cyber Star Pal says, "Hey Jacob, we wanted something in particular. Oh, an interview about your time with Aaron Fechter to premiere at the Madhouse Con. Is that possible? Let me know. My Instagram is the same as my YouTube. Shoot me a good old-fashioned email and kind of walk me through what you're interested in, and we can see what happens." Shinrado says you should go to the Darkness with actors. I don't think they're running this. I don't think the Darkness is running this year alongside Transworld like it usually does. For some reason, I don't know. Orangey Orange says, "Would you believe that Meow Wolf still won't let me bring back the Artimat? Why not? Is it like a COVID thing? I mean, there's a lot. Meow Wolf was pretty hands-on, so that seems odd." Can you order a White Castle burger without onions? I don't know that you can. I mean, I don't know. I think you need the onions, don't you? I mean, you don't try to mess with the recipe. Nolan says, "Will there ever be a YouTube museum?" Let's hope not. I kid, YouTube. I love YouTube. Brian asked if I had any conch fritters. I didn't have any conch fritters, but I had some fried conch, which I actually like better. Sean Smith said, "Did you ever think about putting all your explorations on DVDs?" I don't know. I don't really see a reason to do that. I don't even own a DVD player. I mean, do you guys still watch DVDs? I'm serious. I don't know if people still watch DVDs or not. Hoosier Bruce says, "Just at House of Eternal Return, the interactive stuff is all gone, turned off, or put in barcodes." Also didn't see that. I bet that's a New Mexico thing because Omega Mart had stuff you could touch. I didn't see anything that was like not like just seemed wide open. Adam Perez, thank you for the super chat. Say Carpetbagger, here is $2.99 for you. Well, thank you. They hear about the sinkhole in Clyde? No. Put them on VHS. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really use physical media at all anymore. But I guess I think some people still like to watch Blu-rays. I know Adam likes to watch Blu-rays. Hoosier Boo says they have climbing into the laundry machine off limits. Ah, that's a bummer. Yeah, New Mexico. I mean, Meow Wolf just opened recently, so I think they've been forced to stay closed. I think Omega Mart opened. Yeah, Omega Mart opened before House of Eternal Return would open back up. So I guess New Mexico is one of those states that's very strict, like California. I would just hope. I just hope this stuff. Hope a few months from now things are different. I think they will be. All right, guys. Well, I had some boxes to open. I'm gonna do a little bit of let me see here. I want to make sure I knew. Okay. We're going to start with this. This is not a sponsorship thing. I ordered this stuff because I wanted it. I bought this off Etsy. This is an Oddities mystery box surprise. So an oddities is full of oddities for my cabinet of curiosities. It's from Wild Cosmia collection. We'll see. Looking for something sharp. There we go. Yeah, let's see what. No idea what's in here. Let's see if I can operate a pair of scissors properly. This came from Kenosha, Wisconsin. There's a list here. I don't want to see that. All right. So let's pop open this box. Oh. There's a little baggie. A lot of bones. Bones in here. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a list here. So I'm gonna match up and tell you what these things are. Okay. So we'll open the little mesh baggie. Got a rabbit's foot. I think the classic rabbit's foot good luck charm. Got a porcupine quill. See, that's pretty sharp. Would not want to be attacked by that porcupine. Okay, this is the rib bone of a boar. Just imagine that being covered in pork. What is this? This is some sort of a muskrat jawbone. It's got the tiny little muskrat teeth there, and the one big muskrat tooth. There's a cut shell. Seashell's been cut into design. This is okay. This is a deer vertebrae. Little animal parts in here. And that is a foot of a mink. A mink is like a type of weasel. And oh, it's gonna be one of these things that's hard to open. All right. There's actually 2 moderators in here. That's a rare occurrence. People are always saying, where your moderators at? They're right here, right now. All right. Ah. Okay. There's an alligator tooth in that jar. And then there's a carpenter bee in that jar. All right. Now we got, I actually ordered two. I ordered a second oddities box. This is Curio Collection Surprise Starter Kit by Demon Kitty Designs. It's in a tiny little cool package there, sealed, little wax seal with a demonic looking cat on it. But let's pop open this curiosity box. Okay, let's see what's, oh my gosh, a bunch of little tiny objects. These are very tiny. I don't know if that's, I think that's like a fish rib. A little tiny piece of a shell. Oh, I'm dropping oddities here. A seed pod. I don't know what that is. Some sort of bead. Little rock there. Little purple rock. They're very, very tiny objects. I'm not sure. Not entirely sure. It's so tiny. That's a little fossil. A little tiny fossil. Then butterfly wing in there. What is this? This is a right incisor. So there's a human tooth in here? Can I get it open? I don't know. I guess this is like a fake tooth or something, maybe from a, I don't know. Interesting. And this looks like the label of a bottle of olive oil. So, interesting items. I can add them to my cabinet of curiosities, but we're not done. We're not done unboxing yet. Oh, I don't want to show my address. Okay. Do this one first. This is, for those of you who join me regularly, this is the monthly Moldville box. At least I think it is. Again, they're not a sponsor. I just get these because I like them. They make they have a mold-o-rama machine. They make they remake vintage molds. So we're gonna crack open this box and see what the molds of the month are. Get so 3 molds every month. How much does a mold machine cost? Oh, they are extremely expensive, and that's even if you could find one available. I think there's very few on the open market. All right. This is The HMS Bounty. Isn't that the ship where they committed mutiny? And they called it Mutiny on the Bounty? I don't know. HMS Bounty. This one's really thick. This is the 1967 Canadian Centennial. Apparently in 1967, Canada was 100 years old. Canada was founded in 1867. So during the Civil War, there was no Canada. Huh. Is that true? So during the Civil War, there was no Canada? Oh, I don't even know what this is. Oh, wow. It's a big pink, very pink parrot. Doesn't have a name on it. It's just a parrot. It's very cool. That's an interesting, pretty interesting, hard to fathom, no Canada. I know. Seems like it's just always been there. Oh, I missed something. The Oddies box is this weird yellow lump. Oh, okay, there's a list on here. Seed pod, blue morpha butterfly wing, vintage denture tooth in its original envelope, antique pharmacy label, amethyst, agar scale, Umamite fossil, ostrich egg piece. Oh, okay. So this is a piece of an ostrich egg. Kyanite, Rudraksha bead. I don't know what a Rudraksha bead is. Okay, this is actually a snake. This is a snake rib. Imagine eating snake ribs. And a silkworm cocoon. I wonder if it's gonna hatch. Oh, we got 342. It just jumped up like 140 people, like really quick for some reason. All right. Got one more box. This box was sent to me by my friend, Nick Zinda. Thank you for the super chat. This box here sent to me by my friend Ian, who is a very, very early subscriber to this channel. And he usually hooks me up when there's new Moldoramas. He lives in the Chicagoland area. And hooks me up with Moldoramas. Hooks me up with Moldoramas. I was gazing in awe at these beautiful, beautiful molds. I believe these are from the Brookfield Zoo. Let's take a look at these. Okay. This is a Trachodon. See his face there. And these are really cool. Quarthiosaurus. Very cool. And it's an think they call that an ankylosaurus. Very cool. And I think this is a never before used. I think this mold was just created this year and released for the first time. It is a Quetzalcoatlus, which is looks like a form of a pterodon, a flying dinosaur, but they're not actually. I think they're not dinosaurs. The pterodactyls are not dinosaurs. You guys know that? All right. So very cool. Let's go add our new molds to the shelf. They're not made of wax, they're made of plastic. All right. Okay, let's make 2 trips. Got the dinosaurs. And yes, for those of you who've watched the Spooky Empire video, I ended up splurging and treating myself to a gremlin. All right. Let's we got the Moldorama wall here. Where can we add these dinosaurs? It's filling up. But let's see. Michael DeLeese, yes, Busch Gardens Tampa has Moldoramas. All right. So I don't know if they're going to fit. There. And we'll put this in the front there. There, yeah. I'll take a look at my collection of Moldoramas / Moldomatics. And here's the cabinet of oddities. Got the vicious possum there. The Nibbles Texas Ranger. And Buster the Busted Bear. And no, I've shown off this in a while. But yeah, you can see some of the oddities in there. The crown jewel. It's the handmade Fiji mermaid right there. So yeah, Cabinet Curiosities is definitely growing. What? Oh, jeez, almost wiped out there. Let's see. Creators ask questions. You have less appreciation for the ones that you didn't watch being made. That's supposed to be part of the value gimmick, or is all the same to you? That was actually when I first started collecting the moldoramas. That was actually part of like my collection was like, you know, every single one of these I made myself, and yeah, that just didn't quite last because, you know, I had some that I couldn't get to, or some antique ones that I found. So yeah, they're all cool in their own way. Some of them have special meaning to me. Ryan, so hope you get his old Zoltards. Zoltards are expensive. Big boy, thank you for the super chat. So when I was a little boy, I would get a wax animal at the LA Zoo from the machine that would make it, which still had one. Yeah, they used to have them out in California. I don't think they do anymore. I know they used to have one at the Man's Chinese Theater. I have the mold from there. Does the Detroit Zoo have them? Were they always plastic? Yeah, I mean they're plastic. They melt the plastic down and form it. I think a lot of people, probably myself included at one point, thought they were wax, but they're not wax. They're plastic. It's a little waxy. Feels waxy. Will I ever have a small museum? I don't know. Yeah, Denise Boldia says that not as many places have older ROMs anymore. No, not like it used to be. You know, we're lucky they're still around. They're all antiques. I think they don't make new machines. The machines that are in operation now are machines that have been around for decades. Voldemat says Rowdy Bear car was awesome. Thanks. Yeah, it's interesting. Interesting variation of the go kart mixture between a go kart and a roller coaster. They still make penny stretcher machines. Yeah, those are more common. Oh, Naomi noticed. This was my other purchase at Spooky Kingdom. This is not an antique. This is a remake. The creator of the Boglins. I had one of these when I was a kid. These puppets, the Boglins, and they had recently the creator did a Kickstarter to look at that, to remake the Boglins. Yeah, I bought this at Spooky Empire. Let's let him out of the cage. My hand used to fit into them a lot better when I was a kid. But they're really cool because they have you can move their eyes. Let me see. Let's see. I'm trying to get his eyes to move in the same time. Okay. So you move up. And you can make them wink. It's got let me show you. It's got almost like ventriloquist controls. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's broken, but eyes don't seem to quite be moving at the same time. Maybe a little off. But yeah, then you can make them talk. Blah 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 blah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the one I had was bigger, or if I was just smaller. I was a little kid when I had one. I remember it felt enormous to me. But here we go. Let's fix his eyes. So yeah, that was one of my one of my impulse. He's got a little bit of lazy eye. Yeah, it's one of my impulse buys from Spooky Empire. Creative, yes, they made a simpler. They had when they were out in the 80s originally, they had the big versions with all the bells and whistles, and then they had like a smaller version that was basically just like a hand puppet. Evasive says, you still have the Mothman Museum video? Yeah, they should. I don't ever really take videos down. Maybe a few. I would take maybe a few down, but very few videos I've ever taken down. I like when people go back and watch the old videos. They just, for whatever reason, people don't like watching old videos. They like watching new videos. Jack Festival says, do you think you could survive 1 week on just donuts? I mean, that wouldn't be a very healthy week, and I'd become sick of eating donuts. But, yeah. What is the orange bear behind me? Well, I think there's an orange bear. Yeah, no orange bear. Unless you're talking about that. The prongalope. Is that a velvet metal we're painting? It is. My mom got me that. Opinion of Willy Wonderland. It was fun. Need a taxidermy tournament. I think there is. I think they do sell, like, people like cut up stuffed animals and make like taxidermy mounts out of them. Do I believe in the Robert the Doll story? You know, you like to keep an open mind. You know, when people say something's up, you know, listen. The belt is that in the corner. Ian, who sent me the Molderamas, sent me that when I got 100,000 subscribers. It's a custom pro wrestling belt. It's a very nice gift. Scary Sets by Jacob. Yes, I'm very excited about Trans World 2021. I went to Trans World 2019. I'm like, this is awesome. I am going to go every year to Trans World. And then the next year it got canceled for the first time ever. Now, everything got canceled in 2020, but like Trans World like almost happened. Like it was right down to the wire. I think it was like a week before it got canceled. Got 387 people here. That's a lot of people. What's my real name? My real name is Jacob. Ryan says, do you think Robert the Doll will curse others if you ask him to? He might curse you for asking to curse someone else, I think. Callum plays bad, says, do I like Rhett and Link from Good Mythical Morning? I've not seen it that much, to be honest. I'm just certainly not that familiar. I watched... They did like a list of like roadside attractions once. I watched it and like... I don't know. It was not great. It was like... It wasn't a list. It wasn't, to someone who knows, I don't know, it's probably like when you know a lot about something and you hear someone who doesn't know anything about something talk about it, it's like frustrating. Buy a Dybbuk box, but don't open a Dybbuk box. I believe it's like a box with a ghost trapped inside. Did I like the Babadook? I saw you give me a shout out. Babadook was pretty good. I mean, it was an interesting twist. It's always good when they try to do creative things with horror movies. Nadia says, think where we were this time last year. Chris Oso, thank you for the super chat. Where were we this year? What was it? May 4th? Was not... So yeah, it was probably May 4th last year. They're probably talking about opening things up. Because things opened in May around here, at least in Tennessee. Letterman, thank you for the super chat. Says, hi Jacob, sorry Australian Post returned the postcards. I did receive the replacement set. Thanks. Good. I'm glad you got them. Ryan Nodal says, next time you go to Niagara Falls, will you do Nightmare Fear Factory? Yeah, it's the only haunted house that wouldn't let me film. So probably not going to be able to do that. I'd love to. I wanted to. Or are we fighting over TP this time? I'm trying to think, things happened so fast and so slow at the same time during the lockdown. Mark Wolf, thank you for the super chat. And the Dancing Lemon. Ed Rosens, do you have any Siren Head merch at the con? I don't know what that is. Boushine Clementine says, you moved from North Carolina? No. No? Why do you think I moved? Elijah Vincent said, appreciate your clean videos. Very rarely do I see stuff on YouTube that's enjoyable. Well, thank you. I try not to use too much filthy language. What's the banner behind my right shoulder? That's Barnum, Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. I used to go to the circus when I was a kid. My parents would take me to the circus. That circus, Barnum and Bailey, Ringling Brothers. Bouchine, Clementine. Oh, I said, well, no. What I meant was I live fairly close to the Tennessee border, probably about 30 to 45 minutes away from the Tennessee border. So Tennessee opened up a lot faster than North Carolina. Tennessee opened up a lot faster than most states. Siren Head is a newer cryptozoology urban legend. I've not heard of that. Then he says she got her second shot today. Good. Xena Girl says, loved your video from Spooky Empire. Hate I missed it this month. I think they do. Someone said they do another one in October. Bouchine Clementine says, I live in North Carolina. Governor shooting for North Carolina opening around June. What do you mean? I just opening. I mean, technically, most stuff is open. Most stuff is open. Haley G says, have you met Paging Mr. Marlowe? Yes, I met a lot of Disney vloggers. I went to hang out with Adam. When was that? Was that like November? When I went over to Epcot, and there was a bunch of Disney vloggers over there. So I'm not sure if I'm going back to the Spooky Empire in October. Got some other Halloween things percolating around, so we just don't. We don't know. We don't know where I'm going. Bouchon says opening as in loosening a lot of the restrictions. Yeah, I hope so. I really hope so. I hope we can just be open everywhere within the next couple months. It wears down on you, you know? Yeah, Xenagar. I think Halloween will be great this year. I was shocked by how much Halloween I got to do last year. Naomi Hollander, I have been to the Winchester house. Elijah Vincent, yeah, I heard about that. Kings Island, I guess, went as far as saying that they're not requiring masks in outside areas. And I know the one theme park that did that last year was Lagoon, and in Utah I went to. They were you had to put a mask on if you got in line to do something or if you went inside of a building, but you didn't have to wear it just walking around outside. Chris Oso, thank you for the super chat. Says, can you wish my girlfriend Natalie Puckett a speedy recovery? She just got surgery in Houston, and now we're home in Naples, Florida. Love your videos. Absolutely. Thank you so much, and definitely wish Natalie speedy recovery, and hope you're comfortable. Hope you are doing well. Ryan says, what do you think of the Undertaker going to the Funeral Museum in Houston, negotiating with them to have the WWE take back the urn Paul Bearer used to betray him? I heard about that. I hadn't seen it yet. I just hope WWE's buying up all these items. I hope it actually means they're going to open a museum. I don't like the idea of something being bought from a museum and put in a private collection. It's with the old Indiana Jones thing. It belongs in a museum. Yeah, I like to have stuff where people can enjoy it, where people can come and see it. Don't like things to be hoarded away. So let's just hope that WWE actually puts together a physical Hall of Fame. Would I visit WWE Hall of Fame Museum? Absolutely. I'd be there on the opening day. Michael Smith says, I rarely miss a new video. Also, some of the older ones, spending so much time on the road. How do you recharge and stay connected to your family? I mean, it's rough. It's rough. I mean, usually when I get off the road, it's um, usually just a day or two of just rest. Because I get so worn out on the road. So, usually just take a day or two to just lay in bed. Maybe I'll get up a little bit, but I'll, I definitely am just drained once I get back. Once I get back to the house. Yeah, you'd be surprised how much just driving will wear you out. Ryan says, yep, it's a plan to have all these artifacts displayed to the public, according to Triple H. You never know. Triple H, though, he likes to pull swerves. He's not to be trusted. He'll probably be like, I fooled you all. And then he just smashes all the artifacts with the sledgehammer. Mark Wolf, thank you for the super chat. Says, hey, love your content. Happy to get your videos. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you for the super chat. Eclectic Sam says, any advice for a disabled YouTuber who walks with a walker on doing destination videos? Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. I mean, a lot of places, are handicap accessible. Not all of them, but yeah, I'm sure if if you have a desire, go for it. I'm sure there's other people out there that that would be there's lots of disabled people who want to travel. I'm sure there's disabled people that want to know if they can travel. So it might be helpful to have, someone with that sort of disability to review places and let people know. Did I drive from the Florida Keys from Orlando? My wife drove. To hear about them, yeah, welcome to Denver. Absolutely. Mr. Shaggy says, I know you've talked about it in the past, but I'm always curious, what exactly are your roots in Wisconsin? My roots in Wisconsin is my dad's side of the family is all from Wisconsin. I was born in Wisconsin. My dad doesn't live there anymore. My dad lives in Minnesota, but all the rest of that side of the family lives in Wisconsin. You heard of Texas Frightmare? I'm guessing that's some sort of haunt. Or do I think I'll go first to Halloween? I don't know. I got a lot of ideas. It's not even summer yet, and I've got some ideas lined up for Halloween. Then a girl says I hit 20 haunts last year. That's awesome. I'm trying to think how many haunts I hit. Probably around the same number. I don't know the exact number. Are we good? We're not having any. Are we having any issues here? Someone mentioned the stream is not loading. It's back. Okay, we're good. Someone mentioned Wisconsin Dells or Ripley's. Are they renovating it? Definitely would like to check it out. Anyone know when it's going to be reopened? Sam Smith says, "Hey dude, can you go to the Greensboro Chuck E. Cheese? Is there something to see? Do they have any animatronics? A lot of Chuck E. Cheeses don't have the old animatronics. I got rid of them a long time ago." Texas Frightmare is a horror convention. Oh, it should come in September. Any plans for Battleship North Carolina? I have a video there. I have a video at Battleship North Carolina. Okay, Michael Riley says Ripley's in the Dells is moving to the Wizard Quest building. Wizard Quest is expanding at a new location. So are they combining them? Like, I wonder if, because Ripley's is right next to Wizard's Quest, right? It's not the same as Magic Quest, even though they have some similarities. Keeps freezing because I visited Robert the Doll. Uh-oh. Jack Kate says, "Can you go to the Oklahoma City Bombing Center?" I don't always know how the best way to handle things like that are. You know, my videos tend to be lighthearted, quirky, and it's hard to do that with stuff that's that horrible. Like when someone intentionally blows up a daycare, I don't know. I don't know if that fits. I don't know if that fits on this channel very well. I did a video at the World Trade Center. I try to do it as respectfully as possible. I didn't put any ads on it because I felt weird about it. So. So I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm unsure on the best way to show stuff like that. From the news story, Rix said the existing Wizard Quest building will become a new Ripley's, believe it or not. The current Ripley's building will become an extension of Wizard. So they're going to switch? They're going to trade buildings? Oh, actually, I think, now that I think about it, I think they are, I think they're owned, because the Ripley's in Wisconsin is a franchise, meaning it's It's owned. It's like like a franchise, like a fast food franchise. I think it's owned by by not directly owned by Ripley's, and I think they also run Wizard Quest. So Timothy White says, "Can you please do more videos of Ghost Hunt in the Sky?" I don't know if there's much I can do right now. Mark Draskovics says, "Why did you change your live stream to Tuesday?" This is not permanent. I changed it to Tuesday this week because tomorrow morning I'm going to be heading out to go to Trans World, and I've got a very rigorous schedule ahead of me for Trans World. So I didn't think I'd be able to fit a live stream in while I'm in St. Louis. Am I going to Rod Run in September? Probably not. Rod Run is a nightmare because it slows down traffic so much in Pigeon Forge. It'll take you 3 hours to get from one end of Pigeon Forge to the other. You, does Helix Miles, any specific thing you're looking forward to seeing at Transworld? No expectations. Just want to see cool stuff. Adventures with the Freck family says, "You know when the Bush's baked beans will reopen?" I do not. They're the one thing in East Tennessee that's stayed closed through. They haven't been open since the pandemic. Fierce LL says, "What's your favorite state?" Mine is Indiana. Who else's favorite state is Indiana? Levitator says, "Is your Cabinet of Curiosity finished, or do you have space for more?" I have space for more. I have been at the top of St. Louis Arch more than once. Done at least twice. Michael Raleigh says, "I'm from Australia and I've been to Peru, Indiana 3 times for Circus Week." When is Circus Week in Peru, Indiana? Circus Week. July 17th through 24th. Huh. Did not know about that. Tour the pyramids of Giza. We'll travel outside the country someday. Kevin Wilkinson says, "You hear about the big bankruptcy of the Queen Mary? Long Beach wants $25 million for the operates it. What is that, like back taxes? Ooh, that sucks. I would hate to see the Queen Mary go out of business, but gosh, it's got to be rough. I mean, I don't know if they're back opening. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in California. I can't keep up. Is Baraboo Circus Parade is the same week? Interesting. Sam Smith, what has old animatronics? No, I love California. I just think they went a little overboard with some of the restrictions. I mean, I agree that there had to be restrictions, and but California just seemed to take it a little far. You can't just take away like everything from people. You can't just tell people they can't live their lives and you don't know when. You gotta be flexible. Are they doing Mothman Festival? I think right now Mothman Festival is on. I don't know if they've announced anything about it other than they're planning on having it. Levitator, my thoughts on the Georgia Guidestones? I don't know. I did a video way back on the Georgia Guidestones. I did a lot of videos a long time ago that I wonder, like, if I should revisit because, my video making skills maybe not as good back in the day. I used to go to a place and I'm like, I did a video here. I'll never have to come back again. But yeah, there's probably some things that out there. I'm taking a new look at some things that I think could use a new look. Joshua Dobbs says, "Are you going to do more abandoned locations?" Um, I may. I mean, my intention with making videos was never to be an urban explorer. So I wouldn't say like I'm ruling out that I'll never do an abandoned place again. It's not really where my heart is. So watch channels where people's heart is into it when doing abandoned stuff. Creative says abandoned locations like dead malls is a dying genre, was a window in time. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of truth to that. Um, I think there was a time on YouTube when abandoned places were super popular. People had a lot of curiosity, and I think it's just like it got overdone. So much abandoned content out there, and a lot of times there was cool abandoned places, but like every YouTuber that did abandoned videos would do them, would do the same places. So there wasn't a lot of like, not a lot of originality coming out of it. I mean, I might go do one tomorrow. I don't know, but I don't feel like really compelled to go out and look for abandoned. Yeah, Planet Earth says variety is the key, and I agree to that. I agree to that. I feel like I try to reserve the right to do anything on this channel. If I'm really passionate about something, I'll do it. But, same time, and I don't want to, I have a vision, kind of a vision of what I want to put out, in the world. And that's true. Grady's just said it was more doable when remote owners of abandoned stuff wasn't aware of video explorers. Yeah, I mean, when I only had a few hundred subscribers, who cares? Who cares if I go into an abandoned place? No, it's not going to bother anyone, but like some people, they don't want their abandoned properties to be in videos with a lot of views because, then people might come and use the property for unsavory things. Michael Riley says, "Where's Will Russell?" I don't know what Will. I don't know a lot about what Will's doing. I've seen him on Facebook. He seems to be doing well. From just from a glance, seems to be doing well. But I feel bad. Like I feel bad whenever when I was making the videos about Funtown. I'm still fascinated with what happened, but I felt a little guilty being so critical of someone who was clearly mentally ill. And that's the one thing. Like people are like, oh, Will's better. Will can do. Eh, mental health is a is a constant, lifelong struggle. Much like drug addiction, it's something that you'll always be dealing with. Jacob John's Wrestling, how are you doing, buddy? It's been too long. Do I prefer Gremlins or Gremlins 2? I prefer Gremlins 1, but Gremlins 2 is entertaining in like an over-the-top sort of way. Am I still wrestling? I did a wrestling match a couple weeks ago. I did an impromptu match with Morty. I won. Got my win back. So maybe someday me and Morty will have our rubber match. Hemi God, thank you for the super chat. Says, love your channel. Please shout out to Emma and Kat. So big shout out to Emma and Kat. Bougie Clemens says CarpetCon 2021 is a go. No, it's not. I thought about like organizing an event and just maybe just inviting some other creators, other creative people there to have fun. But I don't know much about event running. I'm certainly not going to run my first event in the middle of a pandemic, or let's not say the middle of a pandemic, but within the bounds of a pandemic. Colin says, look what happened to DoshCon. I don't know. DashCon, DashaCon. I don't know. There was a YouTuber. I don't know the whole story, but I think she tried to do her own con, and I know that it didn't go. It didn't go well. Red Brick Redemption says you prefer Short Circuit or Short Circuit 2. When I was a kid, I always liked Short Circuit 2 better. Oh, you're thinking of TanaCon. Okay, then what's DashCon? That must be something different. Favorite Ernest movie? I like, oh man. I like Ernest Goes to Camp and Ernest Scared Stupid. I'll say Ernest Scared Stupid is my favorite. Bo Peeps is Carpet. We sent you a travel tag. Just wondering if any geocachers gave it to you yet. I don't know. I used to geocache, but I'm not sure what that is. I've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen Ernest Goes to Prison. I am planning on being at the Smoky Mountain Bigfoot Festival in Townsend. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I'm trying to get there early. I don't know what the rules are, how it's being handled, but Tommy Travel says I have a friend that was just at Hillbilly Gardens. That place is amazing. It is an amazing place. Here's an interesting fact. Ernest Scared Stupid. Some of the face molds for the trolls are the same face molds that were used in Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Do I ever go out to Roswell? I've been to Roswell once. Frightland is an annual attraction with carnival rides and fear-themed areas, from a haunted barn to a horror hayride. Where's it at? Ben Nelson says, hey, Carpetbagger, I have an important question. Dr. Pepper, Mr. Pibb, or Dr. Thunder? I'm going to choose Dr. Pig from Piggly Wiggly. That's what they call it, right? Dr. Pig, I think. Piggly. I have to double check that. Dr. Pig. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Mr. Pig. Instead of Mr. Pibb, they have Mr. Pig at Piggly Wiggly. I thought it was Dr. Pig. I don't know. Mr. Pig did not go to fake medical school. Yeah. Dr. Thunder. Man, I don't know. Dr. Thunder, that's like the Sam's. The Sam's soda, the cola, the Sam's. What is that called? Is it, what do they call it? Is it Sam's Club Cola? Yeah, Sam's Cola. It's horrible. Sam's Choice. It's not good. It's one of the worst like colas I've ever tasted. Frightland is in Middletown, Delaware. Ever done Kazi in Columbus? No, I have not. What do you think about Galveston? Galveston looked cool. It was really stormy. It was really windy and rainy the day I was there. So I didn't get a chance to do much other than visit the rainforest dark ride. I go to so many places I forget their names. Turkey Run State Park. I've never been there. How to deal with locations that don't live up to what I expected. I try not to, you try not to have too many expectations when you go to a place. I try to keep an open mind. I've never had a place that I was just like totally freaking psyched for be a disappointment. Why so many Leatherfaces in Orlando? Well, who doesn't like Leatherface? He's the cuddliest slasher of them all. Oh, we better not say that. I made people mad when I said that Texas Chainsaw wasn't a slasher movie. And I go calling him a slasher then a week later. Jacob John says, my mom's Carpetbagger shirt is going to be turned into a teddy bear. Oh, have a hard time watching a lot of your videos since you pass. Miss you, my friend. I'm headed to bed, work in the morning. Well, thank you for stopping by, Jacob. I appreciate it. And your mom was a absolute sweetheart. It was so cool meeting her. And for those of you who don't know, Jacob Johns, was involved with the wrestling that I did with Morty. He was involved in that whole storyline, and I got a chance. His mom really loved my channel, so she was really excited when she found out that me and Jacob were going to be working together, and got a chance to meet her. And sadly, shortly after I met her, she got cancer, and unfortunately, she passed. And it was real sad. More of the history about the bunker? Well, let me see. It was, I'll come up with something and I'll get back to you. Steven Shapiro says you should release a picture book. Well, I haven't been taking pictures, I've been taking video. So maybe I need to release one of those video books. Does anyone remember Inspector Gadget? Was it Penny? His niece, Penny? She had a computer book. And me and my friends thought it was awesome. We all wanted a computer book. Apparently, a computer book's not a real thing, and it never was. But, like, it wasn't like a laptop. Like, it had, like, different pages in it. It was a book, but it had, like, buttons and stuff on the pages. Yeah, now we all have smartphones. Those are better than computer books. Dakota Green says, "Did they ever do anything with the old World of Illusions building?" I need to get back to Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge area and kind of do an update on what's going on there. How big is the bunker? Appears to be roughly large enough to park 2 cars. You know, it's slightly garage shaped. Fish are doing good. Fiercey LL says, "I thought they were never going to open the hot sauce museum." Me neither. I was shocked. Shocked when it finally opened. Barry Hughes says, "Are you finished with wrestling?" I actually wrestled a match just a couple weeks ago. I'm not a very good wrestler. Colin asked, "Do you think you will hit 1 million subscribers?" I don't know. Maybe never. Maybe I'll never hit 1 million subscribers. It's okay. I mean, I'm fine. I'm fine where I'm at. I just don't want to lose. I don't want to lose subscribers. But, you know, it took this long. I'm not even halfway there. You know, I have, how many do I have? 370,000, I think. That's a lot. It's fine, really. Will I ever go back to Canada? I'm sure I'll be back in Canada at some point. I have my laptop. Someone asked about my computer. I have a laptop down here. I take the laptop with me when I travel so I can edit it in hotel rooms. Yeah, no tasers allowed in Canada. I learned my lesson. Ever had a Mountain Dew SA? I don't know what that is. Argo Bear, I said there's Carpetbagger stickers. I don't have any currently available. Maybe that's something I should add to the Etsy shop. There's a lot of talk about subscribers, but really what's the most important is viewers, because subscribers are useless if they don't actually watch your videos. So none of you, all you are watching, so none of you are useless. But what, take a look at Freebird the song? Take a look at it? Can you? I can't see music. What software do I use for editing? I use a program called Movavi. T from Cleveland says subscribers are useless. Jacob the Carpetbagger. Yeah, I mean, don't take that out of context, obviously. Viewers, views, eyeballs on videos is the real metric on whether or not, your channel's doing good. I am allowed in Canada. You see the gremlin? You get out of the way. There he is. There's that mean old gremlin. I honestly, I don't know. I don't know what likes and dislikes even do. Like, I mean, I would assume that thumbs up are good and dislikes are bad, but like, I don't think anyone knows. Like, I mean, obviously someone knows, but like, a lot of the ideas on YouTube on how stuff works is just purely theoretical because YouTube keeps their algorithm secret. And, all people can do is just experiment on their own channels and see what their viewers want to see. Great Wise Man says, I collect postcards, just join your Patreon. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining the Patreon. Is the gremlin life size? I think he's life size. I think that's about the size of a gremlin. What's the most expensive thing in the bunker? Probably the Fiji mermaid. Fierce LL says, to be in the YouTube algorithm, all you gotta do is make clickbaity thumbnails and draw circles around them. I don't think that works like it used to. Does YouTube send you a check? How often? Once a month, YouTube makes a direct deposit into my bank account for my ad revenue. Levitator says most YouTubers worry about subs, only as badge of honor. Yeah, because I mean that's what people see when they click on your channel. They're like, "Oh, how many subs? How many subs does this guy have, or this girl have?" And so it's just it's kind of just like a easy way to kind of like try to quickly gauge, oh, how successful is this channel? But like, it's really surprising. Some channels just do way better as far as getting the viewers. Some channels, like a lot of channels with as many subscribers as me, get more views. But it's not a contest. I'm happy where things are. Zachary Wolf, thank you for the super chat. Says, hope you see you in Houston, San Antonio, Austin area again soon. Thanks for always being authentic. Well, thank you. Ever thought about making a second channel? No. The only way I would ever make a second channel, I think, was if I just decided to do something completely different that that doesn't fit on this channel. Melissa says, "Hi Jacob, will you still live stream on Thursday?" No, I'm gonna be busy on Thursday. I'm gonna be in. I'm gonna be going to Trans World, doing a little road trip, and so I'm not gonna. I know for a fact that Thursday I have plans in the evening. True Polaris says, "How do you bait a click?" Well, I mean, clickbait is just like, where you make promises that you can't, that you could never live up to, like in your title or in your video title or your thumbnail. Barry Hughes says, "I have 427 subs and it's hard to get 1,000." Yeah, the first 1,000 subs are the hardest you'll ever work for. No, I'm not going to be making prank video. Bushi Clementine half clothed girl. Yeah, that's like using like hot girls or things like that in your thumbnail is like a clickbaity things to do. Heather says most things that get called clickbait are actually just clever marketing. Yeah, I mean you could throw that term around, clickbait, to anything. But yeah, it's really, yeah, like Heather said, it's a term that gets thrown around too much. But Creative says clickbait, it's dishonesty to get you to click into a thumbnail, intentionally misleading. I think that would be it's probably the most accurate way to say what's really clickbait. It's something that's just intentionally fools you into clicking on the title. Because guess what? Like, you're supposed to make thumbnails, you're supposed to make titles that make you want to click on a video. Like, I try to, Creatives makes my thumbnails, and I'm sure he makes them with the thought that this is going to be something that people are going to find visually interesting and want to click on. But yeah, I don't ever make promises I can't live up to. Like, you could say like clickbait would be like, me and my friend went into an abandoned building and he was murdered and you'll never guess what happened next. Maybe I'll try doing reverse clickbaiting. I'll just have every thumbnail be a black box with white text that says, "It's a video. Click it or don't. I don't care." Ghostbusters 1 or 2, which is your favorite? Ghostbusters 1 is better, I think. Froggy Crew says, "Will you be at Trans World every day or just Thursday?" Thursday's the day I'm going to walk the floor and do my video on the floor. But I'll be at some events as well. I'll be at the City Museum, and I will be at Six Flags. Six Flags. should make a gaming channel. I'm not really a gamer. Although I've been playing a game. Honestly, I've been playing a game. I've been hearing about it for years, and I finally decided I'm going to play this game. It's called Cuphead, and it's really cool. It's like a really old school platformer game. It's got amazing animation, and it's insanely hard. I used to play video games when I was younger. I just say I don't have time for it. Yeah, I had to stop playing Cuphead last night because my hand was starting to hurt. And I've not gotten very far. Marissa H, thank you for the super chat. When will you be at Disneyland? I'd like to go back to Disneyland. Just probably wait till California is more open, because it's just, I don't know. I just don't get a good vibe about California right now. But Cuphead, it just reminds me of like the games I played when I was a kid, because games used to be really hard. Like, have you ever watched like Angry Video Game Nerd? Like, games used to be really hard. Dumb Joe says, does anyone know if Dollywood still require masks? I would think so, but I'm not sure. Heather says, I've never played Cuphead, but love the aesthetic. It's very 1930s. Yeah, it's awesome. The graphics are like, they're like these bouncy graphics. They're like really like old Mickey Mouse like cartoons, like classic Mickey Mouse cartoons. What's up, Jack? So we've had three of the mysterious Carpetbagger moderators come into the chat tonight. Anthony Capolino says, "Are you doing haunted attractions this fall?" I am. Would love to see you come to attraction I work at in upstate New York. We are the #1 attraction. Well, I would, if I'm allowed to film, I would love to come. Shoot me an email if you don't mind. If you have a hookup. Oh, Fierce LL, Ghosts and Goblins is so hard. Yes, Jack. Jack is my brother. Tom Higgs says, what are your car problems? I've had flat tires. I've hit deer. I ran over a bucket that got stuck in my wheel well. Yeah, it's constant. Just when you're on the road that much, things happen. Yeah, I ran over like a plastic bucket, and it got stuck up under my wheel well. It was super annoying. Dollywood lifted outdoor masks? Oh. Okay. That's good to know. I wonder when Disney's going to do that. Syed Hamidi says, got my vaccine tomorrow, so excited. Yes, I'm fully vaccinated, and it feels great. Ever been close to tornadoes on the road? I don't think so. Kayla R says, what's the story behind the possum? I did a whole video on it recently. Disneyland lifted masks outdoors? I don't think that's true. All I know, the only change I know is that Disney lets you take off your mask to take a picture. Disney World in Florida. I doubt California is going to let them do that. Because California feels the need to be more restrictive than the CDC guidelines for some reason. Colin says Canada's even worse. Well, I mean, Canada, they don't, other countries don't have as much access to vaccines as we do. So, you know, I don't want to criticize other countries, you know, that have their unique problems. Which is better, Branson, Missouri, or Gatlinburg, Tennessee? Gatlinburg is just much bigger, and when you include Pigeon Forge in that, it's the largest like tourist mecca in the country. As far as like roadside attractions and this sort of stuff that I like. I mean, you know, I definitely recommend people get vaccinated. Daniel Planter says, I haven't been able to get any vaccines yet in Vancouver, Canada. Yeah, so, you know, other countries, U.S. is very blessed to have access to these vaccines. I wish people would take advantage of them. Brexton Collins, thank you for the super chat. I'll buy lunch in Dallas next time. I don't know. I definitely will be back through the Dallas area at some point. Savage Brandon says, was just in Pigeon Forge, Galberg, did not have to wear a mask. Yeah, outdoors you definitely don't. I don't know, it's been a while since I've been over there. I would assume that you still have to do it in the attractions. BigCLive.com says, hi Carpetbagger, I've been watching a load of your videos recently. Well, thank you. Have I been in Kentucky yet? I've been in Kentucky a lot. Have I seen all 50 states? No, I have seen the lower 48. I've not been to Alaska or Hawaii. Dolly Parton or Harrison Ford for president? Maybe Dolly. Harrison Ford is just like stoned all the time. Topic starter, worst dark ride I've been on. I've been in a few dark rides at like carnivals that don't have anything inside of them. Like it's just dark. There may be like a noise or like a light that flashes, but there's like no props. I'm trying to think. I think it was probably the Louisville State Fair. I think I went through one that had like, it had like maybe like a loud noise and maybe like a skeleton. Like a skeleton with like a light shined on it or something. Sean McWilliams says, plan on coming to the original KFC grand reopening when it opens. Yeah, I don't know when it's going to open. I've not heard anything about that. William Martin says, hello from PEI, Canada. I always want to go to PEI. They have a Ripley's, believe it or not, there, but PEI is not close to anything. Like, it's like 10 hours north of Maine. Glenville says, heard you've not been to Hawaii because you're scared of volcanoes. Balls. I'm not scared of volcanoes. I mean, I'm cautious around volcanoes. Vic, thank you for the super chat. Is your icon the happy shirt from the neon boneyard? Anyway, thank you for the super chat. It says, hi Jacob, any tips for getting the most out of the visit to a Mega Mart? Want to go in cold, so I haven't watched your video yet. Can't wait. I mean, just experience it. Just allow your senses to take it in. It is a lot to take in at once, so it's overwhelming. But just go in and feel it. The bunker has grown. The bunker used to just be that room in there, and it kind of expanded out into this area. Vic says, yes, it's the happy shirt. Vegas native here. That's awesome. I recognize that. Collins, the need to play Monster Mini Golf in Charlotte. Yeah, St. Augustine Ripley's is open. There are some confirmed haunted houses already for October. A friend of mine who owns a haunt actually reached out to other haunt owners to get them to let me in. Oh, I see Ick the Troll. How are you doing, buddy? Ever take the red train tour in St. Augustine? No, we did the ghost train a long time ago, before I even had this channel. My family, the first time we ever went to St. Augustine. Not heard anything concrete about Ghost Town in a while. Loving the bear picture in the background. Is there a picture of a bear? Is there a bear back there? Bushi Clementines, I just thought I'd mention that you inspire me to start a travel channel. No idea amount of work that goes into it. It's hard. Traveling is difficult. You know, there's a lot that happens in between the videos. Becklin, thank you for the super chat and the karate fox. How did I celebrate May the 4th? I didn't actually do anything Star Wars related today. Yeah, I mean, maybe people don't realize it, but like, yeah, I mean, when I started this channel, it cost me money. Like, you know, I didn't make enough off a video to justify going there. Like, you know, I wasn't covering my gas to drive to places originally. I think most channels start out that way. I think they start out as a labor of love. Yeah, cameras, computers to edit videos, all that stuff's expensive. All right, thank you, Apple Valley, Hillbilly Garden, and Toyland. Gotta find my chainsaw in the woods before the next storm comes through tonight. Oh, is there a storm going through tonight? That sucks. Do I think travel will be more expensive? I heard things about gas prices going up. I mean, I know some things are going to be expensive more expensive because COVID's going away. Like, hotel rooms are like twice what they were this time last year. Well, I guess they probably weren't open this time last year, but you know, around this time last year. Zach Greer asked about my theme song. My son James created my theme song. All right, we've been on here about 2 hours, and I do got a giant trip planned for tomorrow. Greedy says we need to custom make a Zoltar box. Sit in during your live streams. What I could sit in it, and put my hands like this. It's the Zoltar motion right there. That will be cool. Epcot, yes or no? Yes? Yes? Where to get the vampire statue back? I saw that was at a local antique mall. I saw it and I'm like, I need that. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. I know this was different night than usual, but I appreciate you guys still stopping by. Kayla R says, how are you able to afford all your trips? If feel like it's such a hassle to do everything. That's the interesting thing. People ask me that all the time. How do you afford to travel? When the real answer is, I can't afford to not travel. If I stay home, if I just stay home for a couple months, I don't make no money because, I have to create content. That's what I do for a living. But thank you all, and hopefully I'm gonna be trying to upload videos every day while I'm gone. You guys seem to enjoy that when when I'm on the road, the new content kind of comes up, so you guys can follow along with me. So please follow along with me, and hashtag Team Balto. Until next time, this one's in the bag.